Ladies and gentlemen, the video you're about to watch may actually be the biggest grail I will ever open on this channel. It's definitely what I think is the biggest grail I've actually got in my collection so far. So I just want to prep the video saying, sit down, this one's going to be a banger. I'm not opening any Pokemon cards today, which always feels like so weird to me because that's what I do every day on the channel. But today we're simply unboxing a piece of Pokemon history I still can't believe I somehow have. Okay, so I probably should start this video off with a bit of a story time and how I got this package right here. But basically, I think it was about last month, I actually followed and started talking to none other than what I think the Pokemon community would call one of the biggest Pokemon card collectors in the entire world. And I am talking about none other than that bloke that rocked up on Pawn Stars one time and tried to trade in all of his first edition Charizards. It's none other than Gary. So I knew about Gary for the longest time ever, and then I recently found out he had Instagram. By the way, I'm linking his Instagram and his YouTube down below. Go check him out, he's just such a legend. But yeah, I knew about him, I didn't follow him, but then I found his Instagram, so I started following him. Looked back through a couple of his old posts, saw he's talking about some ultra rare Pokemon cards. As I was going back through his Instagram, looking down all of his posts of his ultra rare first edition Charizards, you know, Shadowless, Base Set, Booster Box collections and all that, I came across this Holy Grail piece. But keep in mind, this was a post from maybe a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago or something. I was certain in my head that he posted it. A, it wasn't going to be for sale, and B, if this piece that he posted was ever for sale, there is no way it's physically still there. Someone would have bought it. So I DM'd him about it, because this is a piece that Pokemon never actually made. This doesn't actually exist, if you want to put it into, I don't know, weird terms. It's not meant to be out to the public. And I talked to him about it, and he's like, yo, I've got one left, and I want to sell it to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, holy smokes, a couple of $1,000s later, this bad boy's rocked up. I'm not even ready for what we're about to do, but I think I had to record it, I had to put it out there. I just want to give a big shout out to Gary because, he's one of my idols, I think, in Pokemon card collecting. So the fact I got this bad boy from him is ridiculous, but this is what we're opening today. As you probably know from the title and the thumbnail, this is an uncut sheet of full art cards. That is so unreal. That's such a holy grail. It's nuts. I haven't seen this. I just peeled off all the, you know, all the stickers and the address and everything. But an uncut sheet of full art cards is something that shouldn't really exist and I've never seen for sale, period. I've never seen a photo of. It's in there, dude. It's in there. Is it? Okay, let's do it. Let's go. We're just gonna open this. So he's packaged it really, really well. This is if I was buying this ridiculous piece of anyone else, I'd be a bit worried, but this man knows his stuff. Holy smokes. This is it, guys. This is it. We've hit the holy grail of Pokemon cards. Dude, oh no. Boys, we've done it. We've got the rarest thing you could ever buy. But ladies and gentlemen, right here is a full art uncut sheet of Pokemon full art cards. Oh, Gary, thank you so much. This is so sick. Now, I think what he was telling me, there's only 3 in the entire world that actually exist. Because, oh my, up close, guys. This is nuts. The attacks and the title of the Pokemon haven't even been printed on yet. Obviously, it's a process of getting. How does this even happen? It's a process of getting printed, so it's got a majority of the way there. It just had to get printed with the text on the front. So it's got the energy symbol on there. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. This is in such ridiculously good condition as well. I think in today's episode we're getting this framed, and I'll show you guys me putting it up in the house. Holy smokes, this is gnarly. What do you guys think? What do you think of a full uncut sheet right here? I'm speechless. As I said, literally probably the biggest Grail I've got in my collection, because I'll show you guys, I mean, I've got like a Radiant Collection uncut sheet, but this is like cranked it up to 10,000 out of 10. I want to say this is like on par for me, like just as cool as my base set booster box I own. Like I'm pretty sure it's things like this will never actually surface because people don't want to say they've actually got them in their collection. That is unbelievable. Anyway, let's do some like HD close-up shots of this bad boy. But I want to get this framed and everything after we done that, because I've got to hang this up in my house. That is how sick this is. Super quickly before we go to the framers and get this all framed up and hang this bad boy up, which I'm so excited for, I wanted to just really quickly compare what this one's like, a test sample full art sheet compared to a fully printed, like legit cards ready to be cut up sheet, and then compare it to the uncut sticker sheet, because they're all their own things, but they're very, very similar. So these are all things that like you'd struggle to try and track down. This one though is something I've never seen before. I'm still obsessed with it. And as you can see, I think you probably saw from the B-roll and all that, there's no text, just an energy right there. So, what did it look like when it came out as the final product? I've actually got a Regigigas right here that I think I legit pulled out of a Next Destinies box. So if you're wondering what set this comes out of, it's this bad boy right here, Next Destinies. You'd not want to open too many of these packs or booster boxes because they're skyrocketing in value. I was considering opening an entire box for today's episode, but it would cost so much money because these things are a good investment at the moment. I mean, I've already got Regigigas, so it'd be hunt for the Mewtwo, but this is the final product. Very, very similar. The only change is like a lot of texture on this card. Obviously, you got more energies down the bottom because you got all the attacks and powers. Nothing too different. Let's get out of its sleeve. Yeah, like when you put it in the middle, dude, I can't even tell which one's which. It's bananas that these two don't have texture. So it's like when they print a full art card, it must go print onto this foil sheet. So it must go through the foil. Then it must get the, I want to say the text and the other energies are next. So they'll print that on there, the top part. And then what, a machine punches the texture into the card. Then the back is printed on. Because this would have to be like, I guess with a because this is a test print sheet. This would have had to go on, boom, through the printer. Okay, it all lines up. Those cards look good. That's what we can put into booster packs. That's what I'm guessing this is. Which just makes it even more rarer. Like, how did Gary get this? I don't want to know. But yeah, look at this. Exactly the same. And the reason why this is so early on, because you can compare it to this, which is what TCA sent me. This is my other uncut sheet of Pokemon cards, Radiant Collection. So it has full arts, it has regular, has full arts, right? But on the back, already printed. Now granted, Radiant Collection never had texture on their cards, so it's a bit hard to tell, but this must be fully ready for cutting because it's got the text, it's got the energies, everything's on this card. Like if I got a pair of scissors and I cut out each card, we could play with it and it would be a legit card because it's got the thickness of it. This one's just like a sheet of full art printing on a crazy bit of foil paper. Now, the size-wise, I think they're exactly the same. Let's test it out. Wow, these are literally identical in size. But what's crazy is how much room this one has at the top there. And then this one comes like right up to the top. So Pokemon just must deal in these square cut sheet or the rectangle cut sheets in the same dimensions every single time. Wow, but what makes this better, right? The fact I love this wasn't printed on the back means I can sort of frame it right. We can go down the framers, get it all ready for hanging up, and I won't feel guilty about not showing this. The problem I always had with not getting this framed is like, the back of this is just as good looking as the front. Now, stickers, a whole different ballgame really, but it's like a different size, it's a different era, and the back of it is very different as well. But this is like, again, written on by the Pokemon company or something, all fully printed and ready to go. I'm pretty sure you can even de-sticker this and it'd be fine. So, really weird individual pieces. This though is my biggest Grail yet. Like literally it's competing for these two. These two are always my favorites, but now, oh, it's got some competition, young Timmy. Anyway, let's take it to the framers and set this bad boy up in glass because this is amazing. All right, let's do that. Alrighty guys, so I just managed to drop it off at the framers. We've gone for like the most extreme option. I put museum grade like glass on there. Apparently that's an option I didn't even know was a thing. So it's getting framed with like museum quality glass. Really, really nice frame. They picked it out and everything. It's gonna look sick. Now we gotta wait a couple days for them to actually do it. And then I'll show you guys the final product and that'll be the video. All right, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. This is so exciting. And that right there is officially what it looks like as a museum quality piece. I was literally stunned and lost for breath when I saw it for the first time in the store. He got it out and I could not believe it. This bad boy right here legitimately looks like you could walk it down to the National Australia Museum or something, put it on the wall, no one would question it. It's meant to be there. I'm so happy with how it turned out. What do you guys think? Hopefully your reaction's like half as good as mine. I was just blown away, and I think that's what this deserves. I know Gary was talking about, because there is literally, I think only 3 in the entire world that like, the people that have these, he doesn't want them to flip it or like, you know, only the people that want to make money with it. He wants them to go to actual homes, so I know he was really, really happy when I told him I wanted to frame it up like this. And yeah, I just gotta work out a really cool place to put it in my collection, I guess. Like, I don't know whether I wanted to put it in my collection room, leave it in the lounge room here for literally everyone to see and it's a conversation starter or something. But yeah, if you guys got any suggestions, but that's what it looks like all framed up. I thought I had to do it for this video and show you guys like, yeah, this is literally one of my favorite pieces in my entire collection. Thank you again, Gary. Thank you again to the framers. And yeah, have a fantastic day. Most of all, gotta keep on gaming. Alright guys, next time, I'll see you then.